Alright, level 2. These aren't really levels, but alright.
It's just the same palace with a palace swap, pretty much.
You remind me of Pokemon.
Ah, Pokemon, yes. Ropes. Who names a snake rope?
Um,
Uh,
lots of.
some...
That's Miyamoto.
It looks like a rope.
No, it doesn't. It has a face.
Yeah, on the face side. What about the back side?
On the back side, it has a rattle.
Okay, what about the middle?
The middle is scaly.
But they're.
Ropes are scaly.
Shut up. So I'm the only one who ever confused a snake with the rope. Got it.
Apparently.
Was
I
it
feel bad for you.
yellow and
snake
black?
are
Stand
much bigger.
back. Red, yellow. I forget the rhymes.
I don't know.
I didn't learn those. I heard it once in Arthur once. That was a
What are
long
you
time
doing?
ago. I should watch Arthur again. That was a good TV show. Got kind of weird near the end, though. See what happens when we don't go on tangents? You get nothing but silence and killing of ropes. So, come on, more No, I'm kidding. Okay, so dungeons are...
In this game, it's the same old thing in each one.
Yeah, I mean, the way it looks, yeah, obviously. But I mean, just getting through it, it gets progressively harder and dickish.
Well, the last two aren't dickish, they're just bullet hells.
I mean...
Dude, the last one is just
there's walls you gotta blow up, there's blocks you can move, and you don't really know. Until you get the map, and the map kind of looks like shit. And even then, when you enter certain rooms, it's not like you enter the room right next to you.
Yeah.
You know, I'm thinking of recording BS Zelda.
Don't do that.
Isn't that just this game, but for the Super?
It's a reimagining of this
A
game.
reimagining? What changes?
There's actually a lot of changes.
How about
Like-
tell us?
Let's see, there's a clock, and you gain different abilities depending on the time. The maps are completely different. Different abilities.
What abilities? We just have items.
Oh, different items.
Okay.
Okay, that's weird. But go on.
So the dongles hate smoke, and then in OT they put them in a volcano, and they can breathe fire.
Vapor and smoke are different.
Smoke.
They live in a volcano in OOT.
Shut up.
Well, I think it depends on where they are in the volcano because
They
yeah,
king the dongles in a lava pit.
well, it's lava. That's not. It's not like. Well, technically it's molten rock, but I don't think it's really
Lava,
burnt.
yes, that's the word.
Whatever.
I'm just saying, it's like molten rock. And what do we call molten rock? Well, we call that lava.
Okay, no. I was trying to say it's lava. It's not burning anything, and then I kind of thought, oh wait, it's molten rock.
Oh.
But it's still technically not on fire, and therefore not burning, and therefore there's no smoke. It's just hot, really, really hot.
It's the other thing in the volcano that smokes. Seriously, what's up with volcanoes? Like, someone should tell them smoking's bad for their health. You can't run, you can't jump, it's hard to breathe. Get high blood pressure.
Spending like $40, $50 every week for cigarettes.
Yeah, it's expensive. Gets in your hair, unless you're black, and well, I don't have to worry about that. Ugh. But then again, I don't smoke. I don't have to smoke to be cool.
Too cool to smoke.
Yeah, that's right, kids. Too cool to smoke and too cool to do drugs.
There you go.
When do we turn to a PSA? Are we getting paid for this?
Just now apparently?
God damn it. I'm not getting paid. Alright, kids, because I'm not getting paid, I want you to go out there and I want you to smoke, do the drugs and the sex, and get the viruses until they start paying me to tell you to stop. That's how PSAs work, right?
And do a whole bunch of sex things. Oh yeah.
Now you got creepy.
Yep, I know.
Very creepy.
I'm sorry, we basically
I've seen
had
all sorts of
PSA
creepy role plays, but that's just...
Okay, you know what?
No,
Shut up.
that is
We
not
did
the worst you've seen.
We did essentially a PSA at our school today, and I don't know, Ben. The punishments for that are severe.
What?
I mean, I know I'm in high school. Well, yeah. Like, apparently the police take it up, and it's evidence for child pornography, you know, obvious.
Wait, hold
And
on. Wait. Take what as child pornography?
If you, well, sexting, like,
Oh, sexting. Okay.
yeah. And if your parents go to get your phone and they get it, they have to sign a waiver that says, I remember this, and it's, anyway, it was like, they have to sign a waiver that says, basically has them acknowledge that they are in the possession of child pornography and they're going to be arrested right after they pick it up.
Wow.
It reminds me when my mom got in trouble with cops because they thought she was a hooker because she lived in a city that had the name Wood in it. No joke.
That's not. That's more sad than funny, honestly.
Dude, this is Detroit.
That's why I'm laughing. It's so stupid. It's a
I
stupid.
don't know. It makes me sad. Makes
It's
me want to cry too.
That's how Detroit works.
So you can get keys outside of dungeons.
Only in this game.
Only in this game.
and they basically that point becomes moot after
Get the skeleton key.
after you get Bowser. I swear the head on that thing looks like Bowser.
Seriously, like all these keys are the same. Does Link just break the key in every door? Oh, that's the most commonly used joke ever. God, I hate myself.
Way to go, Hawk.
What does
Hating
happen?
myself is nothing new.
Maybe the lock break the key. So it's not actually him breaking.
What am I doing?
What are you doing?
You got lost.
Yeah.
No, if I got lost, I wouldn't have gone into this. I think I'm changing the recording or something.
That's the joke.
That's the longest recording change edit I've ever seen.
I am really happy you got hit there, by the way.
I could have sworn I jump cutted that. But
Well, you
guess
did.
not.
Whatever. Leave it in there now.
Hershey kisses?
Dude, these things are
I'm
like.
glad slimes get a fucking upgrade.
Yes, that is a nice wall past me.
That is a nice one. Yes, it does look very fabulous.
Just like every other wall you're going to see.
Seriously, I love how when you not only do you use your short swords to laser beams, it also breaks off and kills other things next to it. One of the best swords ever.
Yeah. It's a
And
really.
why does only a couple of Zelda games bring that back?
I don't know.
And why is it only in one 3D game? Who thought sword lasers was a bad idea and decided to take it out?
Wait, what
Miyamoto.
3D game is it in
Skyward Sword.
again? Oh, yeah.
How does it handle on that game?
You charge it and then you slash it, and it follows the path you slashed.
Alright. Seems legit.
Ah, dark nuts. They're so threatening, and all they do is walk around like idiots.
Well, because they have a fucking high protection rate.
Yeah, seriously, you can only
But
attack.
still, they're the worst enemy
No.
in the game, and
No,
all they
it's
do
lame,
is walk around
because
like
they
idiots.
only have one spot that protects them. It's just that darkness love to look at you all the time.
Okay, now that sounded creepy.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they do.
But anyway,
Wow, that's slowdown.
Well, blue resort.
Hmm?
Hate enemies with ranged attack. That's the point I'm trying to get across here.
Yeah.
I don't care how.
Do you
Yeah.
do you use ranged attacks?
Yes, sometimes.
How about you, Aaron? Do you use ranged attacks?
It depends on the situation.
I use whatever situation.
But like,
So we're in a swastika,
No.
which used to be the Buddhist sign of peace.
It still is.
It's
The swastika is turned.
hey, I was gonna say actually, yeah, the swastika.
That's the joke. It's turned, guys, completely different.
No.
Actually, I'm trying to remember how simple.
Best boss name ever. Manhandler.
Manhandler. Let's say it like that. Fight the evil manhandler.
Is it
Manhandler wants to gobble your
Yeah.
bombs. Kinda creepy, manhandler.
Wow, this episode is creepy.
It's only creepy because we make it creepy.
Yes, exactly. That's how creepiness works.
Now, is that thing's actual name, like in the original game, Manhandler, or is it Manhandler?
Manhandler or manhandler? What was that? Manhattan, blah, blah, blah.
He's trying to sing.
I think I had
He's trying to sing.
I think I had a slight stroke there.
I think I went temporarily insane.
But no, like on a serious note, in Japan, would that thing still be called Manhanla or Manhanra?
Be man
That is Manhan.
da
Maybe.
da
Da.
da manhanda. That's
Da.
a horrible Chinese stereotype there, really.
Yes.
Let's pretend I didn't do that.
And now we're in the puke yellow. Ugh,
Do you mean piss yellow?
piss yellow.
Piss, yellow,
Piss, puke. They're both kind of putrid.
Actually, this does look more like puke than piss. Piss is a lot brighter.
You haven't seen me piss. Enough about
We
my
don't
bodily
want to.
functions.
My God, you made this even creepier.
I have to pay you back for all the times you
Can you
played this
guess
for
what
me.
this is? Can you guess what the title of this episode's going to be?
You haven't seen me
Most
piss.
disturbing one yet.
Awesome.
Ugh.
Man, it's so dark in here. Like, don't make that joke. I was going to make a horrible, horrible joke about a part of the human body.
Oh my God. Just, is there no limits to how creepy this episode will get?
Okay, so these things are horrible, horrible enemies that spawn into bats.
Vampires?
Anything that spawns into bats are horrible.
They're evil, and therefore they must die
Right?
because they don't belong in this
Ooh,
world.
likes. Why do I hate them so much? Who gave them this name? Who had who was the person with the sick joke?
I don't know. Jerk. Leave it simple here.
Miyamoto?
Is it just me, or are there a lot? There are like a lot of designs in these older games that are just like, what were they thinking?
Well, it is an
Well,
NES.
it's not what were they thinking. It's more like, what can we do within the restraints? Zelda 1 is very restricted, and in all honesty, this is kinda as good as it can get.
Walked into the wall right beside a door. By the
Well,
way.
okay, that's wrong. It's not as good as it can get. But I mean,
Well, I mean,
when it's made, I mean, let me put it this way: when they decided to refine this thing, the Super Nintendo was already out. So
yeah, but I mean, even like the Game Boy games, some of the Game Boy games, I think are.
yeah, they're better than this. But
Yeah, and then they made BS Zelda, which is that's up to date. Super Nintendo time.
Oh, like I mean, was it?
I mean,
Link
you got
and the
Mhm.
Game Boy isn't as strong as the NES, is it?
it's
I mean, they're both 8-bit, but I mean, even the Game Boy didn't have color.
yeah, it's a little bit off.
So I mean, that my point is I understand this was the first, and I'm going to let it pass a little bit. But there's just some things that are just kind of like,
Eh,
yeah.
you know, like all the hiding bullshit. That's not restraints. That's actual bullshit on the game's part. But like the 4-directional movement, all that other stuff, how crappy the map looks, maybe. You know, that could also be up to, you know, chalked up to first time experience too.
Yeah.
But still.
I mean, I can understand the four directions. I mean, I can understand it. I'm not saying that 'cause for a first try,
Even
this is good, admittedly.
I mean, I bet they were surprised and shitting their pants when they realized that they could get the boomerang to go 8.
Yeah,
And I bet they were trying their damnedest for Link to do that too, but they just couldn't figure it out.
yeah.